What up? RPM Trade Vietnam in this bitch. What's the word? Hey, yo, hold on. Let me try this. Let me see.
All right, I just disconnected my Bluetooth. If I can get anybody in here at all to give me a mic check, we'll see if my sound is still doing all right. Whenever I disconnect or connect to Bluetooth in the middle of trying to jump a live off, the sound always is questionable after that. What's going on? I got a like, but I don't see no viewers. There we go. 3 viewers. All right, we got sound. What up? Down the rabbit hole with Tennessee Lee. Tennessee Lee, I think I met you in Oklahoma City with Zach, I think. I'm good, Tyler B. What's happening? Uh, yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. I think I remember. I think I remember your face. I'm glad to see you still sticking around. I'm glad to see little things like that linking up with other truth seekers, and especially somebody like Zach that I rock with, as far as the gematria and all that. It's good to have things like that lead to other friendships and a line of communication between me and other people, man. That's what's supposed to happen, man. We got to grow the community because you look around at the world right now, shit's going crazy. We put all of this trust and faith in the hand of these so-called authority figures, and what do with it? They do this type of shit. What we got going on, the uh, unidentified flying objects, all of that bullshit. I knew that was bullshit from the time I heard about that shit. What is it that they ever do? What up, champion baller, Belair? Is it, if that's how you pronounce it? Uh, Look at what happens when government and these other illusions of authority come together, especially religion, government and religion together. Definitely, they can run some bullshit. Then you throw media and medicine in that, and then you go, yeah, man, y'all not going, yeah, y'all not gonna y'all gonna know and recognize each other's influence. It's inevitable that the upper echelons of the things that influence humanity the most will recognize each other and then work together or collab, man. Of course, that would happen without malice intent. That would happen. When you look at the state of the world right now, you get to blame this on somebody, and this is what people don't understand when you talk about the idea of voting. When you talk about um, the idea of democracy, which is mob rule. Nobody should like that. You could easily live in a country like the U.S. and say, okay, I gave voting a chance. I put my faith in government, in this election thing, in this democracy. And you can live your entire life being like, you voted for the loser every election that you voted in. You voted for the loser. Your guy lost. And if other laws and other things from other politicians seem to never really go your way, if you can fall victim to that without ever victimizing anybody, then your life was never free, even in the arena of this so-called democracy, man. If you just say what it is that you're dealing with and what's going on and what dictates the world and how you feel about it, any level of fairness that you could try to attach to it, man. If you try to give them all of the power that the authority, the image of authority, is demanding from you, you can blame them when they fuck it up, bro. At the very least, if you want to play the government game, if you want to play the religious game, you want to believe in Jesus. It's a fair question from a non-believer like myself, or you, if you believe in Jesus. We can both ask the question wholeheartedly and have it be a valid question. Where the fuck is Jesus? Where the fuck this nigga waiting for? Y'all be bugging. Every time y'all give y'all freedom, trust, your life energy through labor with this fiat dollar and all this other shit. Every single time you give all of that power to a group of strangers after you watch them abuse humanity over and over again, I don't know what the fuck else you think is ever going to happen. These foreign countries are watching America do their fucking thing. Putin said some shit the other day, 2 days ago, some shit like that, where he was honestly pleading, not necessarily pleading, but he sounded like a regular human being by examining what it is that the U.S. is always on, and and how Russia really believes that America's just some bullies and they need to mind their fucking business, and this ain't no different than the other shit that they've done, and who the fuck are they to be saying? And it's like, he not wrong. I'm supposed to act like he wrong over everything he say because it's Putin. I'm not gonna act like everything Trump says is fucking wrong because it's not. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong, and however far wrong somebody or something is, then it is that fucking wrong, and it doesn't matter what they try to hide behind to give you to get you to accept how wrong they are about shit. And you can literally blame government and religion for every fucking thing that's going on. We have some responsibility inside ourselves to be recognizing what's bullshit and what's not. And then we got to rally together behind whatever the real truth is, whatever the real peace and the real love is. We supposed to be doing that. And if we can't do that, then this evil and all this other shit will triumph, because that's exactly what they're trying to do. And I really got a feeling they're going to be successful, because a lot of people play this tough role in their everyday life, that they are so tough, they are diligent, they are grown people to be respected as grown people, and they ain't going to be nobody's bitch and nobody's dummy. And then you let religion and government bitch you the fuck out and treat you like a fucking dummy, when they can show you that on their watch, when they demand total respect for what it is that they do, the shit falls apart on their watch, either intentionally or unintentionally. Either way it goes, they gotta fucking go. Fire them. Fuck, you just gonna say everybody just sitting back and watching them march towards this potential third conflict. And I know that all the shit is rigged, all the shit is scripted. There's no way that they're not gonna get what they want, but we can disrupt their patterns and their rhythm and their ritualistic movements by standing together, turning the fucking lights on in the theater, and ruin the show. To be like, we see y'all acting. All of y'all is some stage fucking actors. This is all going so according to plan that sounds just like what so many conspiracy theorists have been saying for years, that if you were even halfway aware of a lot of the conspiracy theories that people have been saying in the past 10, 20, 30 fucking years, and you see the manifestation of where the world is going right now, what people have been saying for the past 20, 30 years that I've observed looks more like reality than this fake ass story that you get in the news all the time about everything. If you take all of the shit that government's business has gotten the world into out of the news, you would have nothing to talk about. I think the world would be peaceful and kind of boring, but there's always some bullshit going. With the greatest acts of violence and the greatest potential of violence being presented to the world to set the world on whatever course they choose to put it on, when they got the biggest body counts, the longest criminal history of child trafficking, human trafficking, enslavement, crimes against humanity, drug trafficking, and all types of shit. I'm talking about not just this government, but every single one of them, because what the fuck else do you think is ever going to happen? When you put regular human beings into a position of power, people can't even be who they want to be in their heart. They can be scared and bribed into compliance with this long plan and everything. And y'all sit back, watch all of this shit happen, and no one is truly really doing it. I try to align myself with a lot of so-called Second Amendment auditors, people who really fuck with that shit. Hold on, Jordan. Listen to Jordan Peterson and Santanos, the video about Jehovah's Witnesses. I will check that out down the rabbit hole. Thank you. Yeah, where's the Jesus, man? It's, you know what's weird to me? This is what I think they got going on with the Jesus thing, because all of it is part of a long plan anyway. Um, if people could just hypothetically tell themselves, okay, let's talk out a framework of dominating the world. If somebody wanted to do that, what would they have to do to accomplish that? How many powerful angles would they have to come from and totally dominate these different avenues of social control? That if they could dominate all of these things about how the human psyche works, how the raw natural man works, as far as self-preservation, including trying to find some level of comfortability in resources, food, shelter from the elements, all of that shit, if you consider all of this stuff and know that we are constantly evaluating and studying ourselves as people in general. It don't take an alien watchman to be examining and studying human behavior. We have done this through obvious scientific experiments, um, psychological shit, of course, physical shit. This is where you get all your medicine from. This is where you get your ADHD fucking magic pills to help you ignore the problem that you never actually solve if you just take the pill and do no internal work whatsoever. They don't care about that part. They just want you to buy the fucking pill, buy the pill. Fuck that shit. All of these different avenues, though, of the human experience is being studied by us as human beings in general. Society just going to do this to itself. And when they do this, they are always ahead of the curve. They know what it is that you're doing and what you're going to do and how you're going to react to different social situations. It's the only way for them to get their fucking job done in general. And this is if there's no malice intent. Government will have to know this in order to stand as an authority to guide anything about your fucking life. So no, on conspiracy side, or you just want to take everything for face value, doesn't matter. Both sides have to say, we know goddamn well that society is watching itself and they think that they have us figured out. And there's a constant struggle to understand, get ahead of, and make some comfort for humanity. That's the good side. To get ahead of it so they can move, further dominate humanity is what I know is going on. But either side have to say these same things. This is why I don't understand why people can't come to the truth. Because you can actually be on both sides of the situation if you just say what it is that you know goddamn well you are looking at, and look at it from multiple angles until you say from every angle you cannot escape what it is that you think you're looking at. Nail that to the fucking ground and move to the next thing. And if you connect these dots on some kind of objective, observable truth, you're going to realize that if you started this fucking a journey of observation on the side of thinking that everything is okay, if you honest and you walk through any fucking avenue of observation about what the fuck is going on in the world to get us where we are right now, you're gonna notice something is fucking wrong. That's why I don't understand what the fuck is happening. I don't understand what's going on with people to be letting this shit rock. How do you let this rock, bro? When they wanted to do the Vietnam War, when all of that shit was going on, that's a fucking false ignition to a fight that didn't need to happen. Can't even say the FF, the two-word fucking phrase. You can't even do that. It was a fake-ass ignition to a fight that didn't need to happen. That they wanted to happen for a fucking game. There was a blank check involved in the desperation to fucking try to curb whatever the fuck was going on over there anyway. It was an all manipulated fucking game, man. And we're not going to pretend like it's not. It's not even classified information. If you examine these different things, all three wars, 1, 2, and Vietnam, any other fucking conflict, really, you can actually go back far in history. You can examine all of these things, man, and hold it tightly together when you find these details, and then hold them accountable for what it is that you know you're looking at. If only verbally, to say out loud to yourself at some point in your fucking life that all that shit was some bullshit and war is a fucking racket and there's no hope or saving grace in ever believing anything that they do when they moving that military shit around the planet. Not gonna get my trust or support about none of it. Not that I'm saying that our military needs to back down and not do anything and let everybody. This has to be a global endeavor. That's why we ain't gonna never get nowhere, because you're never gonna get all of the citizens in Russia and America and South American countries and all these other places to stand up in a unified attempt to tell all of their own governments to sit the fuck down, shut the fuck up, because nobody's trying to fight with you guys. And if we can make you guys sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up, we know there's not gonna be a fight. So let's get to that. All of you motherfuckers, lay down and put your fucking hands behind your back. You're under arrest, all of you. Because and we can subdue y'all, there's going to be no fight. And then we can talk about the real shit. Then we can see what the fuck is going on. It's never going to happen. And because it takes so much of that effort on a global scale to curb this shit, I know we doomed. Because everybody pussy, everybody fucking scared. Don't nobody want to just be honest and let the fucking truth fucking scare you, hurt your feelings, make you depressed, and all of that. I don't give a fucking fuck. Because what's depressing to me is to see this shit and then to try to go on and pretend like you don't see it. Can't do that. Once you up, you up. You is awake. The alarm clock is off. You didn't. Ain't no snooze button. There's no nothing. You are awake. On your feet now. That's what you got to do when you really see this shit. And if you don't see it, I would be depressed. To even think that any of this shit did not deserve my attention, and then I just skated through life like none of it matters. I talk to some guys that I work with every now and then. I mention some of this shit to them. I can tell some people that go, ooh, and I kind of hit a nerve, and they kind of get like kind of worried and shit and concerned. I like that. Get scared, motherfucker. If you smell smoke and you have absolutely no reaction, you're gonna put your kids in danger. If you smell smoke, I don't give a fuck how unlikely it is or how you don't understand how you could really be smelling smoke as the first signs of a fucking your house being on fire. I don't give a fuck how unbelievable it is. You smell smoke, you go. You have to be sure you gotta lay eyes on the issue to know that your fucking house ain't on fire. And I'm telling you, y'all watching, you should have been able to smell the smoke a long time ago. Now the smoke is billowing, okay? And you can kind of see flickerings of fire coming from the other room as you approach a doorway in your house. And you know what you're dealing with. You smell the smoke. You can see fucking light in the shadows of the flickering flames. You know what it is. That's what we're dealing with right now in the world. And it's already too late, though. I be trying to be optimistic, man. It's too late, bro. All we can do is, for the people that know what's up, we can kind of watch what happens and try to increase some kind of chances of making it through mentally, physically, emotionally, and all of that shit. And then watch all the other people go, fall to the wayside. Then we go, we told you to put your fucking hands up. You didn't know you was in a fight? Y'all crazy. Fucking house is on fire. And y'all sitting here playing. Like there's no future for humanity that deserves your diligence right now. Like motherfuckers is crazy. Survival of the fittest. It's gonna turn into that, Rick James. It's gonna turn into that, and they like them odds because they know that we are stupid, scared, gun hating, pussified. We've just gotten way too comfortable in the fact that we don't have to fight. You ain't gotta fight for your food. You don't gotta fight for your food. You don't gotta fight nobody over your wife. We don't do shit. We don't fight for nothing. So the idea of having to fight for anything at all, y'all act like that's reserved for people who are so far beyond who you are on your day-to-day basis that you must hold some kind of office to be some kind of police officer. That kind of diligence in your life and self-preservation or the responsibility to protect the future of humanity is in everybody's hands. You don't got to go to some place to fill out an application, pee in a cup, and do some fucking training for that to be your responsibility. You jackass. Especially if you're a grown-ass man. You're a grown-ass man on planet Earth. It's your responsibility to put your fucking hands up to say, anybody disturbing the peaceful flow of this shit while I'm here is gonna see me. Until I'm gone, you're gonna see me. Paying some kind of attention and respect to the idea of the fact that I'm a man on planet Earth and no other man has a greater responsibility than I do because he went to some building that has some special address and these people in fancy suits and the fucking corporate news. Get the fuck. That's a symbol of you tapping into the manhood. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That shit is everybody's responsibility, bro. And put your fucking hands up. Back to Sleep, Sheep. I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna check that movie out on Netflix called Back to Sleep, Sheep, or Back to Sleep, and then you put the sheep there or whatever. I don't know what the title. I'm gonna find it though, and it already sounds interesting to me. It sounds like it's gonna be a whole lot of shaming of the people dodging a responsibility in their fucking life because they've given up everything. You've given your soul to Jesus. You've given your rights to the Constitution, and when Jesus don't show up, which is a fucking strange phenomenon to me that will be the fucking case that he would show up after the world is completely engulfed in fucking horror. When I thought that he couldn't be in the presence of no evil, he's going to come back when the world gets so dark for him to do what? Save all of the survivors who survived the shit, for him to then be justified to stay on planet Earth and reign and rule. Why did he ever leave in the first place if he's going to come back to reign over planet Earth forever? That sounds like a fucking setup. It sounds like whoever Jesus is waiting for the rest of this fucking plan to pan out so he can show up, pretend to be the fucking savior, the second coming of Jesus, so he can rule Earth like a king over whoever's left, but he didn't show up to save everybody. He should have fucking got here back then and then never left. That's how you spook the fuck out of the world and stand guard and call your peoples to your father or to yourself. Whatever the fuck that confusing shit is. My kids are not me. The fuck? How is you yourself and your father? Where the seed come from? You seeded yourself? Get the fucking listen, man. They play games with that religion bullshit, and they say that we can get you here. This is another linchpin or a marker on you to let us know from what angles we need to be manipulating society from here forward. Who's following this shit and what angles do we have? Because if they tell you Jesus is going to come and then they smash all your shit, whoever shows up, why would you trust them? This is the all-powerful God that fucking shows up after what? A third of the earth dies? 2/3 of the earth dies? Get the fuck out of here. That's the Savior? Why he's standing here watching though? See, the difference between your fucking Jesus and me is that if I know what some missing kids is, I'm gonna do something. You would say that I had a moral responsibility to do something if I knew. Somehow Jesus has escaped this responsibility. God has escaped this responsibility. While he set forth all of these little God-like steps in somebody's manifestation of life that leads him to what? To being kidnapped and then sex trafficked. Who wrote that script? Who's writing the script of reality? Who's okay with this? Who's all-knowing and knows this and does nothing? I can find myself in some legal entanglement if I knew where some fucking missing kids was and didn't say nothing. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind with the Jesus shit? Say what it is that you're dealing with and then just be honest about what it is that you know you just said. The observation has to be taken sincerely. And then just say what it is and leave it there. Stop trying to remove and make excuses or replace this observation with a passage from the fucking Bible. It's not going to fucking justify what the fuck it is I just said. You can walk right over top of that Bible shit all day. Talk about moral accountability, and if I knew what some kids was, I'd be a fucking asshole for not I gotta be on the front line to go point the finger where them fucking kids are at. Who can say that I will be morally excused from that because they're not my kids? What moral excuse does Jesus have to be watching all this shit happen to show up later? Get the fuck out of here. That's the head game. They do that so that they know they can get you to turn the other cheek, wait on Jesus, feel like everything that's happening is a part of a plan. That's the juice. They gave you the juice right there. It is part of a plan. But it's not no Jesus plan. Whoever the fuck this second coming of Jesus is going to be, if he's already here like some of y'all believe, he's watching this shit happen and he ain't doing nothing. Where he at? He's doing nothing. He's doing nothing special. I don't see no miracles. I don't see no nothing. I don't see no kids being saved. I don't see no miraculous disarmament of no nuclear arms being held by no country. I don't see none of the fucking miracles. And if Jesus needs them to smash all of this shit for him to show up for the second coming and then rule over the earth for whoever has survived this Armageddon type of a fucking thing, if that's who he is and that's what he's doing, he likes the nuclear war. It's a part of his plan for it to work out just like that, and nobody holds him accountable for that because they loosely believe in this Jesus shit without thoroughly adhering to what it is that you're saying, what that fucking means, and what you need to logically expect later. Because logic and your emotional intelligence should lead you to not even disagree with a lot of the shit that the Bible be saying. And then some people say, "Oh, you're not Jesus. You're using your human emotions in your mind to try to define what you think God or Jesus is, and you're never going to be able to accomplish that. You're not going to be able to understand it. Then how am I expected to fucking find him? I can't understand him, but I am fucking determined as a Christian to find this nigga with the same heart and mind that you're telling me that if my heart and mind leads me to not move towards Jesus, then that's just a flaw of the human mind, that happened in that way. And I need not let my human brain that he supposedly gave me and all this logic and love, I'm not supposed to let that lead me to the moral truth that if I knew where some fucking missing kids was, I would be on the front line to go get them kids and I would not hold back. Jesus ain't inspiring no police officers in their fucking dreams about a location where some missing kids are after the fact because Jesus allowed that part to even happen. All of that shit is dumb. You have to stop feeling like that free will is something that's fucking up Jesus' plan. Like a snake talked some female into fucking eating an apple and then she tricked a man into eating an apple, and because of this stupid little event, God had a magical plan that should have been perfect. The snake fucked it up, and then we spend the rest of eternity being punished for the fuck up, while Jesus is in this entire state of disappointment in something that he said was a perfect plan from the start. If it wasn't, if all of this isn't perfect according to Jesus' plan, then none of the setup was perfect either, unless it was intended to happen like this, and you just got blackmailed into some kind of a soul contract with evil Jesus. Like, this shit sound crazy. It's a blood contract, bruh. He never died. If he died, he would cease to exist. If what he did isn't an actual death or him ceasing to exist, then it wasn't a death. It was a nap. It was a parlor trick. He did not cease to exist so that you can. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all bugging, bruh. That shit is lulling y'all to fuck to sleep so that you accept what it is that they're doing as part of some kind of a fucking holy plan. By your Jesus, that he needs it to be this way, but you won't just say, oh, well then Jesus needs the conflict in the Middle East. He needs the conflict in Ukraine with the Russia shit. He needs China to be exactly what it is. He needs all of us to be armed with this fucking nuclear technology right now too. He needs all of this to be just like this so that the story goes the way he wants it to, and he already knows this is going to be that way, but he could have did anything, but he started with Adam and Eve instead of perfect Jesus, so that all of this can, man, get the, bro, man. And this benefits nothing but the military industrial complex and the government bullshit that we got going on. They benefit from the idea that y'all will fall back in regards to this shit. That's why I know that it's all like this. That Gregorian calendar and the English language, it goes like this for a reason. This shit is not arbitrary. The world will not organically do these things in separate endeavors and have it all come together like this, and there's no real coherency, planning, organization, or nothing through any of these fucking avenues. I'm talking about the military industrial complex, big pharma, the World Economic Forum, and this fiat bullshit petrodollar that the U.S. government just fucking loves. I told the guy that I work with about the fucking Titanic the other day. He didn't know much about the Titanic, only the surface level movie shit. He could hardly even remember the movie. He just got no idea. When I told him his eyes was this fucking big, he couldn't believe it. That J.P. Morgan, Rockefeller, and some other motherfuckers got all of their ops onto the fucking Titanic, and then they backed out last minute acting like they were sick, had colds, and all other types of shit, so that the Titanic can sink, so that they can move forward with the plan that these dead motherfuckers were trying to curb, and that is to establish a central fucking bank in America with that fractional banking practice bullshit. All of the opposition died, and then they moved forward and went to Jekyll Island, this little island off the coast of Georgia, in 1912, at Christmas time, when everyone, communists and everybody else chilling, they on vacation and shit. They using code names and all types of shit to get down here on this island so they can compose America's death warrant in this fucking fiat money. And they sat back and let them do that shit. If anybody in the comments knows about what guy, I don't know if his last name was Burr or what his name was, but it's some U.S. politician that said he said that he was glad that he opposed the banks. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to kill the banks, fuck the banks, and he did that with a big part of his career. And and it was one of the last things he ever fucking said in his life is fuck them. That's what he did. And I can't remember what his name is, but that shit is important. This is the kind of stuff in history that they don't teach kids in the school, and if they do, they gloss over it. They don't try to apply it. They don't get you to apply none of the history to today. And then they give you this whitewashed, watered down ass. I should pay more attention to the comments. They give you this bullshit depiction of history, man, because they don't If they can hide enough of it from you, they can tell you enough so that you can fit in, feel like you understand what's going on, relate to some of the things that you do see manifesting, then you go along with it. If they told you everything, you would go, why the fuck would we let y'all rock any fucking thing? Why would we give y'all anything, bro? It seems like we got a better chance of just telling the system that it needs to be rebooted. It's got to be changed. Like, and I'm not talking about police reform. That ain't enough. Black Lives Matter finna be right here in Cedar Rapids doing some shit about this the beautiful black woman that died, got killed a few weeks ago, maybe like a month. It might be longer than a month, something like that. She was killed, man, and I feel like it was pretty much it was a murder, man. He killed her. I think he was wrong for doing that shit. But it falls in line with a few things. Number one, the stand your ground law here in Iowa. Number two, I think it falls in line with natural law that whoever physically starts the conflict, the other people can get them up out of it. They can get themselves up out of that conflict almost by any means, depending on what the fuck else is really going on. They don't have to lightly try to save their life or save themselves from even serious harm. Serious bodily harm is enough for you to say, yo, if I got to kill you to keep you from causing me only serious bodily harm, I don't got to let you do that because your life is more important. I get to stop you, bro. Hopefully you survive this shit, but what I want you to do is to stop and to stop right now. And you get to do that. That's just a natural thing. You don't need the law to actually tell you that. And that's what this Black Lives Matter thing is about to be really focusing on this weekend, this Saturday, the 25th, here in Cedar Rapids. And that's cool. I think it's sad that the girl died. It's super sad, and I think the dude that stabbed her was wrong. But you can't put your hands on somebody over something that they said, and we know that to be absolutely true. As a matter of fact, it's a big part of what it is that I do. I don't always speak on it or speak to it, but you know what it is that I mean. And when I get out there and say fuck the government, fuck the Pope, and fuck the police, that I can say that and I can diss their entire life and all of their choices to get involved with that shit. I can call them criminals. Performing crimes against humanity every day that they put that badge on and they get out there to divorce their own moral code to follow the bullshit paper. I can diss all of their shit and they can't arrest me or tell me to shut up even. They can't even tell me to shut up. They can't tell me to stop saying it. That means if a white person wants to call me or another black person a nigger, they get to say that. I actually don't care so much because I know that there's something deeper going on. There's something way deeper going on, and I don't know what the fuck is going on inside of a man in this day and age that would call a black person a nigger, as if somehow being black divorces them of any self-worth whatsoever. That part is disturbing. But what I do know is he gets to fucking say that, because me telling him not to say that is not going to change how he feels and what he may or may not do inside of his own feelings in regards to black people. None of that's got nothing to do with nothing. All I can say is bust a move, motherfucker. Treat me like a nigga, so I can be justified in doing something to you. I hope your racism gets you killed. I hope it gets you fucked up. But it actually happened to get this black girl killed, and that's sad. And Black Lives Matter gonna be doing their thing. Everybody gonna be sad. And what they're not gonna want to hear anybody say, not no white person for goddamn sure, but it will break their hearts to hear from me that the simple fact of the matter is that the girl should not be dead, but she is, because she don't understand that you can't put your hands on somebody over something that they said. Period. Nobody wants to be real because being real fucking hurts too much. Being real fucking hurts, bro. Y'all hate that shit. But hey, I'm in this live stream, and maybe I should do another one later tonight so we can talk about some more shit. All these public shootings going on. They want them guns, yo. They trying to scare you about them guns. I don't know why the fuck danger, give up your guns sounds good to anybody. That sounds like a dumb fucking reaction to trying to scare me about how it's so much of a potential for me to go out to a grocery store with my kids and then we be taking fire in aisle 3. If they want to scare me so much to make me feel like that's a fucking possibility, they can't then say you should give your gun up, Trey, so that this is less likely to happen. Are you crazy? It will only be less likely that I can fucking keep it from fucking hurting my kids in a public fucking place while we just grocery shopping. Danger, give up your guns is dumb, and whoever tells you that is fucking retarded. What they're doing should make you feel like me. It should make you feel like, yeah, we need more gun control. Y'all are out of your minds. Every time somebody fucking say something racist towards the black people, they should be like, yes, let them say that. Because if anybody ever determined that my black pride and me speaking on that is hate speech, now I can't say my shit either. So you gotta be like, let everybody say their shit, because my shit is gonna fucking prevail in the power and the truth that it carries, because that's where the real battle is. Don't tell nobody to shut up. Tell everybody to speak loudly about who the fuck they are, so that we know where the ops is at. So we know who we need to be like, yeah, you don't deserve none of this. That's how you feel? Okay, we can separate ourselves from you, motherfuckers. Speak up. Who should I not give a fucking fuck about? Who should I not align myself with? Tell me who you are. And be honest, too. Don't be scared of nothing. I need to know you type shit. Don't tell nobody to hide who they are about nothing. Y'all bugging. Don't take down no monuments and nothing. Keep pointing at that shit. Anytime you see a racist motherfucker who think this is fucking still 1926, point to a monument and go, this is your king? Because we shook his shit. He thought black people was like this and that, and look at me. 2023, standing next to your precious fucking racist fucking monument with an AR, daring one of you motherfuckers to buck up so I can blow you down. Who want it? Give me a good reason, racist. Because it's not fucking 1926 no more. You would die for that shit. Do something. We don't do that. We fighting over N-words and getting killed over it and then crying about. Fuck that shit. That shit should have never happened. But I'm going to end this live stream, yo. Please share, subscribe, all that type of shit. I've been doing some shorts on my YouTube right now. Please check out my shorts. I got mad shorts. I just did some funny shit. I like the t-shirt, and I bought the t-shirt because somebody asked me what the fuck I would do if they successfully banned and removed all the firearms, which will never happen. You're never going to ban them, or you're never going to remove them, or even if you did ban them, we will all just turn to the dark side and resort to the black market, because it'll always provide. You're never going to get rid of these guns. But if they did, I would carry a fucking chainsaw. You're never going to catch me lacking. Anybody who want to do harm to me, and they really intend to do harm to me, and I ain't did nothing, I will go all out and do something horrible to your ass, because I don't have to let you do shit. I will fuck your life up. Thanks, y'all. Josh, Tyler B, down the rabbit hole. Y'all in here holding the chat down. I don't know why I don't get like 1 million views. I really do be seeing like a lot of YouTube shit and stuff, and I'd be like, yeah, that's cool, that's cute, but you got 250K views on that? How? Why? That's the most important thing 250,000 people thought they needed to fucking tap into today? What the fuck? Your fucking life is on the line and your government wants to fucking eat you, and everybody fucking bugging about sports and all this other shit. Y'all ass tweaking, bro. I come to Vegas, bro. I come to Vegas, Rick James, but Vegas bogus. You can't fucking carry there unless you from there and shit, and you can only conceal carry. And if your gun even printed or they see the handle because you bending down to tie your kid's shoes, niggas go gun like they don't know you got it, but they so passionate about not seeing it. Nevada is retarded. And I don't know if that's just in Vegas or what, but I done heard stories, bro. If I could have a gun, y'all can't be mad that you can see it. That can't be the dividing line between being okay with it and then having a big problem with somebody having a gun, because you can see it. People be bugging. Y'all open carry wherever you at, Angel? That's what's up. And if you talk about Nevada, then my apologies. Maybe I got something mixed up. New Mexico. Oh, okay, you live in New Mexico. Yeah, New Mexico with that shit. I thought the whole Southwest was, but California fucking it up. They trying to change it. Whatever. Nevada, they wishy-washy. It's weird over there in Nevada. I hear stories, man. Phoenix, Arizona in general, New Mexico, Texas, they got it about right. Texas, y'all got some work to do. I don't know how y'all standing as the gun state, because I will be feeling more Texas than Texas sometimes. We out here fucking showing y'all what's up. RPM. The fuck? But I'm in this live. I got some shit to do. Love and peace to y'all. Please check my shorts out on my channel right now. I did a couple today. I got a few of them on there. All of them are dope. They're real quick, short, hard punches to the idea of gun ownership and being nobody's bitch, because you don't got to be nobody's bitch about nothing ever. And no illusion is going to make it like okay for you to be somebody's bitch. The answer is no to nobody, and I'm going to be nobody's bitch, bro. Y'all bugging. I really do need to do a gun collection video. Got my mechanic in this bitch. I hear they ending lives when they see your gun and shit. I be getting my live streams off and they can see my gun and shit, but I guess they don't want you to do something weird with the gun on a live stream where people can see it and then it's not just out there, but which is dumb though, because then a view, I mean, I get multiple videos a day. 10, 50 fucking videos a day I see. Short videos or extended stories and long videos, surveillance camera footage and all this other type of shit of people literally being killed. And y'all worry about, oh, let's end this live stream. But how y'all let this video rock to 500,000 fucking views? 500,000 people just watch somebody die on a YouTube video. And y'all mad if I do this? YouTube can kiss my dick. Y'all just don't like what it is that I'm saying. When the gun shit come together with a healthy curiosity of what the fuck is really going on in the world, y'all don't like that shit, and that's all that is. RPM Trey Vietnam in this bitch. Get a gun. Fuck that. Get two. Hey, 2 guns is one gun is none. I say do the triple play. Get you a pistol, shotgun, and rifle, just like the fucking police. They setting a good example here. Y'all should follow suit. Movies are all guns and violence. Yeah, they really are. And really, it's okay when it's like that. But when we actually adhere, then they all go, huh, what? Y'all, I grew up on all these motherfucking gangster movies. Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood, Juice, New Jack City, all of these movies, right? What they never say in all of these movies where they are showing black people doing strange things to black people with guns and they trying to make it all look like this and that. What disappoints me the most, man, is that they never talk about gun rights and how some of these fucking quote-unquote black-on-black crimes and gun violence and gang violence and all that shit. Come on, man. Let's be real. If some niggas is sitting on a porch and somebody pull up and start shooting and they shoot back, that's not gang activity or black on black crime. Somebody on one side of this shit, an obvious side of this shit, is acting in self-defense. And they don't talk about self-defense, legal gun ownership, and how you don't got to back down to let somebody who is not regarding themselves as your brother because y'all black, if you don't regard that shit to keep you from harming me, then I will stop the fucking threat without regarding it either at all. But they're calling black on black when they never considered me being black for them to do it. I never considered him being black for me to say, oh, I'm not going to stop you from harming me. Like, where's this expectation coming from that if a man is black and he chooses to harm me, that if I indulge him in this fucking combat, that somehow I'm just hurting the black community? What the fuck else do you want me to do? I don't see no fucking color if you breaking in my house. All I see is fucking. It's the only color you gonna see is the green beam coming off this motherfucking candy. What the fuck is y'all talking about, bruh? The whole race thing convolutes so much shit, man, that you're not gonna be able to get your shit together. Y'all can't get y'all shit together. Can you do a video showing us how to train with the extended mask? Yeah, I will. Because I know a lot of people got like a hard time dealing with extension magazines and shit like that. And it's not like I can't understand that. But if an Olympic gymnast can figure out how to do all of that fucking flippity floppy crazy shit they be doing, I think I can handle maneuvering a firearm with a long magazine. All it is training and practice. If you practice like that, you might actually feel weird with a standard magazine. Like you're only going to grow accustomed to what it is that you do. So we're going to do some more training videos. We should be doing that. What I really want to do is become a certified gun instructor and be a certified shooter, and then possibly move to some kind of line of security, armed security. That'd be dope as fuck. That's what I would really like to do. I like the job that I have right now, but if I'm not making no money doing and dealing and talking this gun shit, bro, I think I'm missing my calling, bro. I should be able to do this all the time and allow this kind of shit to be what feeds my family, bro. All this, anything else is distracting me from where my heart is at, man. I don't like that shit. Oh, in South Carolina, okay. Yeah, get my own land too for a range of stuff like that, and then maybe doing some training courses right on my own land uh, as a legit shooting instructor will be fucking dope. All of this is sounds like a good idea. I need to get into that. But peace and love to y'all. I will check the chat out later on. Please share. Share with people who you think might not like me. That'd be cool. Share with people that you know would like me, or anybody who wants to get a better understanding of the natural calling to protect your life and how easy it is to just answer the calling. That you don't have to be some badass, or you don't have to want to fight somebody to realize that you should be ready in case you have to. You don't have to want none of that shit. I don't be really wanting nothing to happen, bro. If I have to use my gun, that means my life is also in danger. And I might lose the fucking battle. Me having a gun ain't gonna mean I'm gonna win. That means I got a chance. So what I want is for this to never come into play, because I'm not flipping a coin. I don't want to flip a coin for my fucking life. I don't even want to have to bet on myself to be perfectly fine with a fucking in a deadly combat situation with any fucking body. Who the fuck wants that? But what I do know is I can't be out here fucking naked in case some shit happen, or if some kids or some woman or anybody is being hurt or dominated, and I'm sitting here as a witness being like, I would get involved, but I have no tools and no confidence and no nothing to get involved. This nigga just stabbing this girl right in front of me. I can't do what you want me to do. Go get stabbed? If I got the gun, I'll laugh at him and then I'll blow him down. And all the confidence to be the hero is there. It's a tool, bro. And some people say, oh, people get guns and think they tough. No, people get guns and feel the confidence to be who they are is what that is. And if who they are is a bad guy, then you might run into a nigga like me that loves the idea of stopping a bad guy so that somebody who don't deserve it don't have to go through pain or death because somebody wants to be an asshole. That's what I would like to be for somebody. A savior like that. So if somebody want to get a gun and they just revel in the idea of being a bad guy, just know that there's somebody out here reveling to be the fucking superhero. Don't play with me. RPM Trey Vietnam and this bitch get a gun. And pay attention to the world, because they out here tweaking. Man, I can't wait to do this live later. They bugging.